Falkirk were so close to guaranteeing the Scottish Championship title, and with that, an almighty return to the Scottish Premiership. But then, Ayr struck late to rule them out of Champions. Welcome back to Folk Football. Got there in the end with that intro, man. Was making that up as I went along. That's what you get though, unscripted greatness here. But what a game! Loads of drama. But not as good as the game last night. Is this the first vid I've made on Folk Football? No, actually, no. I made an instant reaction. Tells you how gone I was. But yeah, Ayr won, Falkirk won. I mean, for large parts of that game, it really did look like that Ayr were going to be big champions in this game, and for whatever reason, it's kind of went completely. Well, not Ayr. Falkirk were going to be champions tonight, and it's went tits up, I guess. There was a red card for Walker, who scored the goal, but we'll get into that. As for the game, 4,500 down at Somerset Park on an absolutely lovely evening. I know it was an evening kick-off, but what a day, man. Wasn't it? It was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Toasty. Greatness. What we're here for. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, we begin the game. Falkirk thought were much the better side in the first half. Thought Scott Arfield was good. Hogarth, I mean, he did come for a ball in the first half and he almost fucking dropped into his own net. You know what, Maine and Oakley, I tell you what, Ayr and Falkirk, two teams I'd like to see in the Premiership now. Barring an absolute collapse, Falkirk really should be in the Premiership next season. Obviously with Ayr, they're going to have to run the gauntlet of the playoffs, the promotion, etc. We don't know who's going to finish 11th in the Premiership and all that stuff. I mean, that's going to be solved in the coming weeks, I guess. I mean, it could be hell. It could be taking on Hearts. Who knows? Who knows what's going to go down in that regard? But yeah, Falkirk do take the lead in the first half with Sean Mackey. Definitely not against the run of play. It was bang on the. Bang on the banana. It was bloody. It had to be done that way, didn't it, man? Falkirk would have been pretty unjust, for my opinion, of Ayr actually took the lead. But we go into the second half. Ayr have a cross whipped in shot. Scott McMahon, gets a shot on goal, but Nicky Hogarth, he spills it again. He looked a wee bit shaky. In times during this game. Calvin Miller picked up yellow card. It was an elbow or a hand in the face, something like that. You know, a typical. Not the worst yellow card that I've seen decision in the past 24 hours. Rangers last night, man, what's going on? What was going on with some of those absolute ridiculous decisions? We then saw Scott Arfield, he did get subbed off, but he was trying to calm down the Falkirk players, you know. Scott Brown made a triple substitution, and I think this is what really changed the game. We began to see Ayr really build into it as Ethan Walker come on. He replaced George Oakley, who I thought had a decent game, but obviously Ethan Walker would take all the headlines, which was pretty good. Alfie Agiman also replaced Ethan Ross for Falkirk. Then you were getting chances galore. Calvin Miller chips a ball to the back post, and I think it was Stewart. He was floating there about, gets a header on it, and if Falkirk make it 2-0, dare I say right now, I am talking about Falkirk being Scottish Championship champions right now. Now, I think it will happen at some point, but out the window, out the door. Luke Graham, who apparently got called up to the Scotland, was he under 23? No, must be under 21. He replaced Donaldson. He came on then. Jade Henderson whips a ball in, finds big Mark McKenzie, who got the better of the two defenders here, and his header just flies absolutely over the top rope. I tell you what, at that point you're thinking, have Ayr blown it? No! Because Falkirk champagne can be put back on the ice, because it's an absolute great ball. What's his name? McAllister. It was McAllister. He manages to find Ethan Walker, one each. Fantastic. And then he gets sent off about 2 minutes later, which is pretty funny. But that's how it ended, guys. Good wee game. Friday night action. I think most of us would have liked to have seen Falkirk lift the title tonight. I just want Falkirk to go up. It keeps Livy from going up, man. I don't mind Martindale. I think he's a good guy and all that stuff. But yeah, great.